I'm a little ticked off. Why, you ask? Because I did a video this morning and I accidentally deleted it. Starting to show my age in many ways. My short ass chub self. My wrinkles. My brain fog. And my, old-fashioned opinions that my modern liberal daughter doesn't understand. Anyway. Happy Pride. Oh, you gotta wash these. I don't want you to see my butt. My butt's not the same as it used to be. So give those a wash before you cut up. I'm going to show you how to cut a pineapple. All right. I helped my best friend from elementary, high school, and junior and high school, Wendy. I worked with her for about 6 months in catering while I was a stay-at-home mom. Actually, I still had, I had one of my kids. Anyways, so I miss my Mexican pineapples because they were unbelievable. We purchased this knowing it was a little soft. It's probably way too ripe, but I'm going to cut it up anyway and eat it, hopefully. So I'll teach you the way I was taught how to prepare a pineapple for easy eating. Okay, get yourself a container. Cut off the top. Now, if we were in Mexico, I would plant this, and it would take forever to get a pineapple to grow, but they do work. My girlfriend and her husband in Mazatlan did it, and they had 2 or 3 pineapples plants started, but it will be a while before you actually see fruit, but you can plant them. I don't think in the Columbia Shoe Swap region or in Edmonton they would fare well, so I'm just going to dispose of it. If I was doing a decorative plate, I would put this in the center and my cut pineapple all around it, and it would be just beautiful. Also cut off this side, and this feels quite soft. I should have cut it up the first day I brought it home, but I didn't. Oh yeah, it's ripe all right. So I'll just get rid of this and I'll be right back. So of course, you cut all of the outside, how should I do this? All of the outside rind off, and I'll start doing that. I just, and just be careful not to take too much of the meat off. I leave those, don't try to get those off this way because I'm going to show you the way I was taught to do it by a Filipino lady who, of course, was exposed to pineapple all her life. So hang tight. I'll get all this off and I'll show you. Just hang on. Okay, so I've got it all off, and now you look for the center and cut it in half as best you can, like that. Set the one side, the one half aside. Now, let me just get this off. There's too much of the skin there. Okay, my hands are clean, of course. You turn it on your side like this. Nobody likes to eat the core, but you can eat the core. It's just a little tougher. It's still sweet. It's still part of the pineapple. And the Philippines, the Filipinos all eat the core. At least this lady, Bobby, she said they did. So this is how she told me. When I cut it up for Tom, I cut the core out, but I'll show you how I do that simpler. So what do we do with all these? Because you don't want to eat those. You take your pineapple on an angle and you see how they go kind of in a line. You just take your very sharp knife and just do 2 little cuts and pull it out like that. And you're left with a dent. Just keep doing that all across in the same angle because it actually makes a decorative cut. And I'll show you how it looks in a second. So you just continue to do that all the way around, taking those things off and any extra skin you come across until you get all the way. And I keep it in the same line all the way down. Okay, see how I'm doing it? I don't know if you can see, but it ends up like that. And it's very decorative. And I turn it when it gets too hard to do that way to finish the other side. And I do that the whole way across. So just hang on. So what you're left with is this. See how it is? Then you take it and lay it flat and cut all the way across in full slices. Now, like I said, we served it like this at the hospital and catering that I worked at. But you can eat the whole thing. And you end up with beautiful slices like that. Now, when it was Tom and I only eating, I just ate the core. And it's a little tougher, but it's still juicy and flavorful. It's still part of the pineapple. But for Tom, I cut these in half like this and snipped off the corner piece of the core. And I loaded it in to our container for him to grab at like that. That way there's no core. It's still a nice solid piece of pineapple and it's delicious. Now this one is a little too ripe, so we'll just eat it all up. And if I have any of it left and it's getting too soft, I'll cut it into chunks and put it in a pineapple banana coconut loaf that I make out of sourdough. It's a sweet loaf, like a banana bread. Okay, so that's how you cut up a pineapple. I'll continue to do that. And you get these nice slices, but you can cut it in half, those slices in half, and cut off the core if you're not a core eater. But I eat the core. It's fiber. So that's how you cut up a pineapple. And that's how I package it. So you just reach in, I line it all in a rows, and then what leftover pile on top. And we just grab in. I keep it in the fridge. This one's actually not bad for however old it is, coming from who knows where. But pineapples are very high in vitamin C, and it's a flavorful way. If you eat too much of it, you know how sometimes you get a sore mouth because it's so acidic. But I just love it. I could eat this whole thing.